I don't hear a ton of people who are getting kind of commercial clients, corporate clients, or anything like that from social media. So can you talk a little bit about your social media strategy towards that end?
So I'll correct you a little bit. I'm not quite the social media guy in the sense that I spend a lot of time thinking about social media marketing, but creating content around the cleaning clothes and cleaning duvets, and actually Dave is excellent when it comes to social media
Don't make me
on
talk to
that
him
side.
about social media. You
Very
just
good
talk
at
about it.
no. But he does really well with doing a lot of videos, how to use the laundromat because we've installed a card system, right? Just making it really easy and accessible. Obviously, like Dave is a pretty likable guy too, so it helps having him explain stuff. And then just using that content and putting it into different Facebook groups, local groups. It's really just about focusing on content that creates engagement. That's my view on social media in general, right? Like if you can make people make people talk and comment, get them engaged, that's what you want from social media, because then they're much more likely to remember your brand. And in terms of as a digital marketer, all I do is help augment what we're already doing. So getting it shown to more people, getting it shown to people that are more likely to engage with that content. And in terms of the wash and fold side of the business too, is some businesses, some retail don't even know that it's really an option for them, so it's a bit of an educational thing too, in the other sense of, or maybe you want to talk about this a little bit later, but the other part of that is Google advertising, which is a great one because that people are interested in the service that you're providing and they're already looking for it. So
I got two questions,
yeah,
and
that's
I
pretty
might
big
have
for
to open it up to both.
Sure.
But two questions based on what you said. So number one is you said the key is to create content that leads to engagement. So I'd be curious about what kind of content leads to engagement when it comes to a laundromat or a commercial laundry service. So I'm curious about that. And then the other thing is, you said that your role is to kind of help that content, your strategy, and the content you're creating to help more people get to see it. And you've already alluded to Google Ads. So I'd like, if we could talk a little bit about that, like how do we make sure more people get to see it? How do we get this engaging content, whatever that looks like, which we're going to find out hopefully. How do we get that in front of, commercial clients or corporate clients? Which one should we tackle first? Engaging content or how to get in front of, let's talk about engaging content.
Dave, you can do this, the first one. I'll do the second.
Sure. Okay. Sounds good. So part of it has just been consistency. I mean, we don't have, I'm not a social marketing guru by any means, but I've just been trying to be consistent with it. And part of that has been, I think we talked about last time, I try to write like a short article, like a 200-word article on something, and like related to our business, and then I can either put it into like an Instagram carousel, or you can make a quick TikTok about it, or make some sort of Facebook post or a short video about it. So and then I send it to Lass, and then Lass can upload it to our website as part of our blog, more for SEO purposes. But yeah, I mean, I think it's mostly just been about consistency and trying to, as much as I would love to be able to post daily, it's just not feasible for me at this time. Like I just don't have the time to do it. That's something that I think at some point we'll maybe seek help with and get a person dedicated to it. But at least a couple of times a week, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook, and engaging in the local groups has been really helpful. Doing like online markets, just put up like a prize in an online market, so we'll submit like a $25 gift card or something like that, and we're able to post content every single day, and there's hundreds of local eyeballs on it, and it's basically free marketing, and then you get a few customers that way, and then they become repeat customers, and they tell their friends, and it just kind of slowly grows.
That's genius. So I mean, what I'm hearing is consistency, but also three things, I guess. Consistency, which is key. And then number 2 is repurposing content, right? So utilizing it as a blog post, as a, you're
Totally.
dancing it out into TikTok and you're putting it on, Instagram or whatever. And then number 3 is engaging in those Facebook groups, those local groups. And those local groups can be super powerful for sure to get eyeballs. And like you said, I mean, it becomes a bit of a snowball if you can do number 1, which is stay consistent with those things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I think with like anything, it's those small actions consistently. You just don't know how big of an effect it could be. It ended up, and one of those Facebook groups ended up landing us a corporate client recently. And it was it's like a free post that, it took me like 45 seconds to put up, and it ended up getting us a corporate customer. So it's like those little things. If you stay consistent with it, you may not see it day 1 or even week 1 or 2 or 3, but you don't know if you stay with it, you don't know what, really good stuff it could lead to.
Awesome. All right. So David is out there writing articles and dancing it out on TikTok. He sends it over to you last. Do you have to watch his dancing? I'm just kidding. How do you get it in front of more people?
I don't have to watch it. I just have to make other people watch it.
Which is great. That's like the ultimate troll, right?
Exactly.
All right, so how do you make sure other people are, the right eyeballs and enough eyeballs are seeing this stuff?
It's a combination of things. So because we're a local business, obviously just want people in the area to see it, or anyone that's been in and around where we are. Using the local targeting on Facebook, for example, which also includes Instagram, and then actually not being particularly specific when it comes to targeting, which might sound like counterintuitive advice, because why have these marketing platforms where you can target based on what you ate for breakfast this morning. And then obviously it depends on how big of an area you're talking about too. So if you have a small locality of say 100,000 people, then that's a good amount of people to advertise to. Whereas, if you're living in New York or a massive city, then you might need to readjust that targeting a bit. And then, in other terms, like getting this in front of people, is like Google Ads is a huge one for us too, because people looking for a laundry service, they either will be looking for a laundromat knowing that the laundromat has the service, or they'll use very specific keywords like laundry pickup and delivery service or wash and fold, that kind of thing. So you're just targeting keywords that where you can tell people are looking for a service, and then make sure that the website is up to scratch and that you actually pick up the phone when they find you.